All right, to get us more on that, Siddhant Sibul is joining us. Siddhant, we've given a broad outline as to what all the conference will be about, but Pravasi Bharatiya Divas is celebrated every year. Now, this time it is the parliamentarians from across the world, of Indian origin, who are in focus. Now, let us know how far will the parliamentarians gathering today will further strengthen India's diaspora connect.
Well, India has parliamentarians in every continent of the world. Roughly 142 MPs in national parliaments will be participating in this conference, and as I've already told you, the story has already told you, 17 mayors are participating in this conference, and of course MPs from New Zealand to UK to Canada, they are participating, and UK has a huge presence of Indian origin people. 15 MPs from UK will be participating in this conference, and the basic aim is to establish the the symbiotic relation between India and its diaspora, and the focus has been that remember Prime Minister Narendra Modi, wherever he goes, in whichever country he goes, he meets the diaspora there, he meets the Indian origin people there. And also, let me tell you an interesting fact that India has the second largest diaspora in the world, roughly 31.2 million people, out of which 17 million are Indian passport holders. That means they are Indian citizens living in various countries, and they can contribute immensely in India's development. India, remember, is one of the strong emerging economy. It's a fast growing economy, and these people can contribute that. These people who will be participating in this conference around me, if my camera person can just pan the entire place, these people have come from various places like Suriname and Kenya and Philippines and Fiji, Jamaica, and of course I've already mentioned you Canada and UK. These MPs will, of course, when they will go back home, they will take memories, they will take all these stories about India and how India is growing, and of course enrich the society there about India's contribution in the world and India's place in the world. Let me tell you, the External Affairs Minister has just come from her visit from South Asian countries. She visited Thailand, Indonesia, and Singapore. In Singapore, she addressed ASEAN India Pravasi Bharatiya Divas, and of course talked about contributions of India to the world's and its society, various societies of the country. And of course, she will be also addressing here in the evening. But Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be addressing at 10 a.m. And a very important thing, just a day ago, the Golden Globes were given, and one person, PIO Aziz Ansari, won that. So that is the contribution which are we going to talk today. And 9th of January is Pravasi Bharatiya Divas.
Absolutely.
Today was the day that in 1915 Mahatma Gandhi came back from South Africa to India and started the freedom struggle.
Well, absolutely. The diaspora members, they're playing an important role as far as enhancing India's image on the global stage. And the first ever PIO Parliamentary Conference today, further strengthening the Diaspora Connect. Also, Siddhant, goes on to show the efforts by the government to reach out to the two persons of Indian origin overseas there. Just tell us a bit more about the thematic sessions that also will take place today.
Well, it's divided it's a one-day long event, and it's divided to two thematic sessions. These thematic sessions will be talking about the struggles these people faced to go to their journey of parliament, because journey of starting from India to the countries they are living is difficult enough, and talking about the struggle going to the parliament is another story altogether. So homage will be paid to that, and of course their contribution to the society in where they are living. And let me tell you that Pravasi Bharatiya Divas convention style is a biannual function. Last year we saw it happening in Bengaluru, and next year it will happen in the same way in another Indian city. But meanwhile, in the low-down years, this sectoral Pravasi Bharatiya events will be happening. This time around, MPs have been called. Next time around, perhaps in 2020, we will be talking about startups, and then maybe the health sector. Remember, Indians have been contributing immensely to health sector around the world. UK's NHS, National Health Service, has a lot of Indians. So such kind of contribution will be talked in the low-down years.
All right, Siddhant, thanks very much for joining us for the moment. We'll, of course, get more inputs from you and also cover that conference that commences at 10 this morning. Thanks very much for now. Moving on now, Prime Minister Narendra